Thanks for watching this video brought to you by AN Immigration Services and Consulting. Please ensure that you watch this video at high resolution for best video quality. The content in this video is only for reference. Please seek professional advice about the content in this video. Please like and share this video and subscribe to our channel. Let us be part of your journey in Australia and support you throughout this journey. In this video, we will walk through the application process and the visa eligibility criteria by following a flow chart for applying for a subclass 491 skilled work regional provisional visa with a state or territory government agency nomination. The red lines in this flow chart are answers no to the question in a decision step. If you are sponsored for a 491 visa, you should not be watching this video. Please bear this in mind that this video is for applicants with a state or territory government agency invitation and nomination only. 491 is a provisional visa. That is, it provides a pathway for permanent residency for the visa holders. 491 visas are for skilled workers who want to live and work in regional Australia. Let's start. There are two steps in applying for this visa. The first step is to submit a valid visa application. If your application is not valid, your application will not be successful even if you meet all visa eligibility criteria. For any visa applications, always check whether there are any visa conditions, act-based or regulation-based restrictions that will stop you from applying for the visa. There may not be any such restriction, or the restrictions may not apply to you. However, it is the awareness of any restrictions that is important. You can only submit an internet application using Form 1393. The visa application charge is $4,640 Australian dollars as of the 5th of April 2024. You must have been invited and nominated by a state or territory government agency to apply for a 491 visa. The nomination must not have been withdrawn at the time of application and decision. To qualify for being invited, you need to complete an expression of interest through Skills Select, indicating your interest in applying for a 491 visa. Skills Select is an online service that enables skilled workers from overseas to express their interests in migrating to Australia. To submit an expression of interest, you need to include personal information, nominated or desired occupation, details on your work experience, education, your English language proficiency, a skills assessment for your nominated occupation, and etc. Skills Select then issues invitations to eligible applicants to apply for a visa based upon a ranking of the attributes of nominees, the pass mark and subject to ceilings on occupation numbers. Please note that the expression of interest is not a visa application process. Once you have been invited, you need to apply within the invitation period. The period is usually 60 days. At the time of invitation, you are under 45 years of age. You need to nominate a skilled occupation from one of the occupation lists. These occupation lists are Short-Term Skilled Occupation List, Medium and Long-Term Strategic Skills List, and Regional Occupation List. Your nominated skilled occupation must be the one specified in the invitation letter. At the time of invitation, your skills have been assessed as suitable by a relevant assessing authority for your nominated skilled occupation. 485 temporary graduate visa skills assessments are not acceptable in relation to this visa. It is important to note that assessing authorities may set different standards for skills assessments for the same occupation. Temporary and permanent visa programs may have differing purposes, and the different standards of skills assessments reflect those purposes. For example, 485 visas is aimed at assisting a graduate to gain skilled work experience in Australia. 491 visa is aimed at an applicant who already has relevant skilled work experience in the relevant occupation. The standards for a skilled assessment for a provisional and permanent visa such as the 491 visa will therefore generally be at a higher level. As this is a regional visa, you need to declare in the application that you have a genuine intention to live, work and study in a designated regional area. If you have any accompanying family members included in your visa application, they also need to declare the same. We have included a link to a legislative instrument showing which parts of Australia are classified as designated regional areas. You either apply for this visa in or outside Australia. If you apply in Australia, you need to hold a substantive visa, bridging A, B or C visa. A substantive visa means a visa other than a bridging visa, a criminal justice visa or an enforcement visa. If you have submitted a valid application, the department will process your visa application, assessing whether you meet all visa eligibility criteria at the time of decision. The skills assessment and the invitation and nomination requirements will be assessed again at the time of decision of your visa application. The second step is to check whether you satisfy all visa eligibility criteria. There are various public interest criteria and special return criteria that you must satisfy, including the character and health requirements. Any accompanying family members included in your visa application also need to meet public interest criteria and special return criteria. Public interest criteria also apply to any non-accompanying family members. These criteria are called one fails, all fail criteria. This means that if any accompanying or non-accompanying family members do not meet these public interest criteria and special return criteria, you will not be successful in your visa application. If there is validity period for your skills assessment and the period does not end more than 3 years after the date of assessment, the period has not ended. If both above requirements are not met, not more than 3 years had passed since the date of assessment. If your skills assessment was based on a qualification you obtained in Australia while holding a student visa, your qualification must come from studying a registered course. We have included a link to the Commonwealth Register of Institutions and Courses for overseas students where you can check whether your courses are registered. If you do not hold a passport issued by the United Kingdom, the Republic of Ireland, United States of America, Canada or New Zealand, you need to have undertaken a specified English language test and achieved the required scores. One of the more well-known specified English language tests is IELTS. Information about other specified English tests and the required scores are provided in a link at the end of this video. Also, the test must have been conducted in the 3 years immediately before the date of the invitation. Your assessed score under the General Points Test for General Skilled Migration Visas must not be less than 65 and the score stated in the invitation. Thanks for walking through the application process and the visa eligibility criteria with us. Please like and share this video and subscribe to our channel, so that we can provide more content to support you.